Source also told ESPN's Michael C. Wright, outside the locker room, players' voices could be heard through the door, that was sort of the tenor of that meeting. But Danny Green took to Twitter to refute the report. Look what he says. He says, couldn't be any more incorrect, LOL. And then also I want to show you what Jabari Young said. He said, first off, ESPN has it wrong. The meeting wasn't tense. It caught Kawhi off guard. Teammates just wanted to check on his status so they wouldn't hear it from media. He has support from his teammates, Spurs. So some conflicting things going on there, out there. And I do want to say it's no different when players meet and everybody walks away feeling slightly differently than if you met with your coworkers or family. I bet you and your brothers might have different things that they walk away feeling, and different people in the meeting might have walked away feeling a little bit differently. Stack, you have been in the actual locker room with some of those actual players. You've talked to Kawhi regularly. Tell me what you think.
I know from talking to Kawhi, he's good. He's good mentally. You know, I don't think he feels any stress coming from any place. But me personally, from being on the Spurs team and having my own situations with them, that pull immediate out the blue meeting that Tony and Ginobili put together, it came from Pop, no question. That's the type of stuff they do. That's Pop's guys, Ginobili and Tony, and he teaches and works through those guys. That meeting caught Kawhi off guard, and if they think that meeting and catching them off guard is going to help them, they need to wake up, because that might hurt the relationship even more, catching them off guard like that.
And what I'll add to that is, whenever stories like this come out, I always think, well, who benefits from having a story like this out? So I kind of feel like there's a very San Antonio slant, like, well, see, even the guys want him to come back. It's trying to paint the picture that Kawhi is somehow in the wrong here.
Right.
He's not wrong. If he feels that he is not ready to play, again, I asked you yesterday, Stack, is he a softie? Is Kawhi a softie?
Not at all.
Is he the kind of guy to cry over a hangnail?
Not at all.
All right, so if he says he's not ready, then he's not ready.
Exactly.
Peer pressure, leaking reports, all that stuff. It's like Stack said, that's stuff that organizations do to build leverage, public opinion leverage against a guy. But if he's not ready, he's not ready.
Why do you think that Kawhi's side hasn't been doing sort of similar things? Because we haven't.
Because they don't have to. Because at the end of the day, Rach, if I'm hurt, then that's just what it is. Yeah. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to make up things.
I don't need a PR. I don't need a PR campaign.
I try to go back and forth with you in the media. What it is I'm hurt. Only I know when I'm healthy to play. And I think that's what it is. Like I said, I showed you, I talked to him. He's in a great place. He said he headed to facility and he's fine. That's all we can go by.
Okay, so you said they have to be careful because applying pressure might hurt things more than it would help.
It can.
Especially the way they do it.
It can.
Like,
because it's
all these, exactly. It's not just a straight up, hey man, what's going on?
And you guys aren't talking about the Spurs. Well, you're talking about the Spurs in this case. You're talking about organizations.
Yeah, like
when it's
well, I mean, I'm just saying when it's orchestrated, when stuff is orchestrated, especially again, if it's in-house, it's in-house. But we got to report. Well, since when does stuff on the Spurs come out instantly?
That's it right there.
Since when did the most secretive organization in basketball we finding about stuff instantly? All of these updates about Kawhi, when's Kawhi's coming back. We're getting all these updates rather quick, don't you think, for the most secretive organization in the NBA? Unless they're trying to do it to pressure him.
Nobody on that team right now definitely is not the get in your face, Kawhi come bring people in.
There's no Steven
That's
Jackson.
not their character. Tim Duncan was normally the guy. Tony is not just an outspoken guy. Ginobili's not outspoken. So they had to come from somewhere, and I guarantee you it came from up top.
All right, so how do you see this playing out? Because, again, this isn't a normal summer with Kawhi Leonard coming out. I know Spurs fans that are uncomfortable every time this comes up. I get it. Everybody would like things to go back to being just happy and everything going as planned. Things have not gone as planned so far this season at all. So you can't assume they're going to go as planned this summer. The plan was the Spurs would offer him the Supermax
Was that the plan?
I mean,
was that the plan? Because San Antonio also
going into this season, they thought that things would go well. He might be an MVP, and they try to keep him. I mean,
they have a track record of asking guys to take less.
Every organization has a track record of asking.
Not the stars.
Not like the Spurs.
Not the stars.
Not like the Spurs.
I would argue with that. I think
you think every organization has that track record?
I think you can go around and there's a lot of big stars. I mean, we would look at the big three in Miami. They all took less. I mean, there are different.
Not this kind of less.
There are different organizations, and Miami has certainly asked guys to take less.
And it hurt them.
So I would say the plan. I feel comfortable saying the plan going into this season was that Kawhi would play well, maybe certainly be in the MVP conversation again. You'd think that they continued to be happy with each other. You would think he would sign a Supermax extension this summer. Things have not happened that way so far this season. It is going to be interesting to see if they happen that way this summer.
You brought up the Miami example. Those guys signed. When those guys all came up, what happened? Everyone was saying, I want every last dollar.
Absolutely.
And you can't even talk about Kawhi taking a pay cut when you paid Ginobili for $7 million a year.
By the way, there's been no. There's been no reporting anyone was going to ask Kawhi to take a pay cut.
In the history of this thing, no one's ever been offered that amount of money and said, no thanks. If the Spurs want Kawhi to stay, July 1, they know what to do. But I'm just saying.
And it's that simple.
Why all of a sudden is all this in question?
I don't know. And by the way, Chris Paul decided instead of taking the longer contract with the Clippers.
He wasn't offered this, though. Because he could have
been offered a substantial, almost $200 million.
I know, but Chris Paul can also make that money somewhere else because it wasn't a Supermax thing. Kawhi doesn't get a Supermax from San Antonio. He gets DeMarcus Cousins, and he gets not nothing, but he gets a lot less.
Right.
It's a different situation from what Chris Paul was in.
Absolutely.
So again.
But do you think that's why? That's interesting. Do you guys think that's why we heard the stories, I don't know, 2 weeks ago about Kawhi wanting more money from his shoe deal?
Yeah, if he feels like he's not going to get that money from the Spurs.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know.
By the way, the glass is fully empty now.
The glass is fully empty.
We started positive and joking. Now we all angry. Kawhi got your back, though.
Well,
we got your back, bro.
I think there's still a good chance that this works out as, yes. Was expected.
July 1, they can make it work out.
But you don't know yet, and it is not working out as it was expected to this week. That is for sure. Speaking of player-only meetings, the Clippers held a team meeting after a tough loss in Minnesota. Austin Rivers told reporters he, DeAndre Jordan, and Lou Williams led the meeting, which emphasized, I can't even speak, sacrificing for the good of the team. Now, did it work? Well, last night they broke a 4-game losing streak by beating the Bucks, and Doc said, quote, I've been here for 4 years. Oh, this is Austin.
Wait, Doc said this or Austin said this?
It's a picture of Doc, but producer Steve says in my ear.
That's
Austin.
That's the same.
I'm out.
I'm out. Let's take the quote down because it had Doc in it.
That's the same.
Here is the quote. I'm going to read it. I've been here for 4 years. This is from Austin. I've only ever been to the playoffs. I told DJ the same thing. I'm not trying to go backward. So, while our full screen might not have been a success, do you consider the team meeting a success?
Not coming from Austin Rivers, yeah. Lou Williams and DJ, of course.
That's not fair.
It's just, I mean.
I'm done with the Austin Rivers slander on this show.
I just feel like if I was on that team, Ray.
I hit my quota.
I'm speaking as a player.
Okay.
If I was on that team, if it ain't DJ, if it ain't guys like Lou Williams.
Well, it was. It said it was the 3 of them.
Not Austin, though. Not Austin.
He's been there 4 years. He has some seniority now on that team. Yeah. And it was the group of them together.
I'm glad they had the meeting before they played the Bucks.
It's not too late for them to make the push. Let me say that.
Yes, absolutely. No, what we should be talking about is
the timing of the meeting was perfect.
That's what we should talk about.
Because
are the Clippers going to make the playoffs? They're absolutely in that hunt, in the thick of it. Nothing has been set. Absolutely. But team meetings, I'm sick and tired.
I love it, Rachel, around this time because this is the
team meetings?
Because this is the nut cutting time. This is important for them to come around and come together and find a way to win games. Like, this is where it all counts.
You want guys to take responsibility for themselves,
right? This is where it counts, Race. We need to meet as much as we can right now. We got a chance to make the playoffs. Let's focus and let's lock in. If a meeting takes that, then that's what we need. That's what we need.
Yes. And look, the Clippers, I think once they traded away Blake, while management said, hey, we're committed to rebuilding on the fly and winning while we rebuild, I don't think there was the expectation by their fans that they would make the playoffs.
This is the best coaching job Doc has ever done in his career.
Right. So. There we go. We'll see what happens. Here is what The Jump recommends for today. Zach Lowe's piece on ESPN.com on how the Blazers have found a brand new ceiling. So keep The Jump on. Also read it on your phone at the same time. Double screen, people, because we will discuss it after the break, and you want to have done your homework.
That video with Chris Hayes, man.
I know. We're showing it every day. We're going to just show it every day, forever.